Good evening to you, everybody. Hope everyone's doing okay. Came back a bit later than I wanted to. Thought I was going to get an early one in, but didn't quite happen like that, I'm afraid. Listening to an excellent remix of the Ocean Loader. Hello, Microman. Hey, dude. I think I'll let this one play out. It's got about 30 seconds left on it. I did intend to do some work on my code whilst I was away, but I've ended up not being able to. Unfortunately, I've had a busy day. Geomancer's here, is he? Ideal. Yeah, so basically it should compile now, even though it says there's an error. Yeah, it does. Basically, I need to fix where I left it. Was I've got decreasing lives working, but we need to do the same thing with cash that we've done with score. Essentially, this is a bit small, this font in it. Let's make that bigger. Good evening, Moz. Yeah, I'm gonna try and not. I'll try and not go so slow this time round. Although I am making mistakes correct still. I think I'm gonna actually. Funnily enough, we haven't had to do decrease score, have we? Of course. Guess I'll just leave decrease cash there like that. Start making another one. Call it decrement cash for now. I know that's going to cause me some confusion. But in fact, let's do increment first, because that is the same as score. So I want to copy all that. Nice big space. I've done that backwards because really I want to put the values in there first so I can use them. Oh no, there. They are there. Might as well put an extra one in. Nah. Okay, so we have got them. Just a case of renaming carefully here. I'll try just doing a forced rename. I'm going to go with cash. Ideal. These will need to be capitals. You know what? Undo what I just did. Bit case sensitive. Better. Do you know what? I think that'll just work straight away. Yeah, we've got them as well. That's brilliant. I guess I better test it out first. So increment cash. Just do it when we kill an enemy for now. By 100, see if it works. Oh, errors all over the place. Low level memory address 000, is that okay? Label not found, that'll be why. Oh, I said that as well, didn't I? Should I add an extra one? Damn. It'll require a little tiny bit of thinking. I want to copy, and cut that, paste it over that. I think that might do it. Oh no, that needs to go here. It's probably identical to the thing I'm pasting it over now. I think that'll work nicely. That's better. Yay, the money went up. Oh dear, I remember now. I called kill enemy. Where is that? I should have called this destroy enemy really, to remind myself, because this isn't actually. We're using that when it gets off the edge of the screen as well. Let's just have another one called destroy enemy. And then I think it's in here where it gets destroyed. Probably that, but should have perhaps commented this bit, shouldn't I? Don't quite know what I was doing. Oh, HL is the flight pattern. Yeah, that needs to be destroyed. Okay, now it should just only give us money when we get back. Let's be even better and let's change the starting cash to 0 now. C-Spec could just remember where the window was last time it closed. That would be so good for me. And also its size of its window. Right, the money's going up. Should have let him go off the edge of the screen, but I didn't. Oh, it crashes when you kill Bob. Oh no, it didn't. So far, I don't think we can buy anything in here, but whether I've done that or not. Yo, Fractal, Mike. Glad you're visiting. Things are going quite well here so far. No glitches. Got what I was doing already though. The money's going up now, that's it. I need to get money to be able to go down. Nice one, Mike. Hope everything's well at your end as well. I've actually had a way busier day than I would have hoped, taking stuff to the tip and stuff. It took ages. And then afterwards I watched the footy. That was a good result at least. Right, so let's get rid of decreased cache. And then it'll cause an error if I've got it written anywhere, rather than having it still compile. Change it to decrement cache. I remember this causing me quite a lot of confusion. For the very first, for number one, you know, however the word is for this, the singles, well, for want of a better word, you just want to check that they're not zero, you know, return if it's zero. Because you're trying to reduce cache when he's got no cache. I think we should just return there. Hopefully. I mean, we're not going to be calling that really ever. Nothing costs just £1 or any value, you know, any multiple of 1. It's always like a 10,000. Maybe I don't even need this. I mean, really, I don't need the increment one on the cache either. Overslept today. Everyone's a bit knackered at the moment. I've been knackered. Everyone is. Decrement is a little bit harder than your average one. Like, if we want to decrement cache by 500, the way the values are set up, I probably have to just decrement it by 105 times, because that way it can check each time if it goes to 0 and then start decrementing the other 1,000, you know. And then putting it up to 9. That's basically what it has to do. But it's a little bit backwards, I think. I might try and copy what I've done here with increment, try and adapt it. Gives me a little bit of a starting point. Now these reset caches, they're going to need to be a different name, aren't they? Reset. Put it deck reset in it. I think that's it. And it's actually just the reverse, really. We want to deck everything, check for 0 instead of 9, and then when we reset it, set it to be 9. I believe that will work, except for we probably want to do the compare first. No, I think it'll work just straight up reversing all of these. I think. I hope this will work. I'll make sure I don't miss one line out. I'll probably never be able to figure out what the problem is. I think it is just a case of doing that over and over again. I could have probably used find and replace, but a bit scary in this scenario. Alright, simple as that maybe. Okay. I could just do it in the shop where I'm supposed to do it rather than just a little test. And buy something. Maybe I could just do a little test. I'll just do a little test to start with. For this. Just do it here. So calling that. I'm going to put 500 for us to start with. Problems. Had a label not found, decreased cache. I knew that would happen. Oh, so we have already set up purchasing of items by the looks of it. Oh look, that'd be 1,000 then. But still got the test at the start, where just firing bullets should cost me money now. And it works, but it didn't like it. Something to do with 1,000, look. So when I'm getting to 0, it's breaking. I'll get rid of that noise when we kill the enemies as well. That come in hundreds. Oh wait, I was doing thousands, wasn't I? That didn't help. I just do it. All then 3. See what happens again. The hundreds are going down. 10,000. Oops. Now it's going to go to the end. Something's bugged with that, because earlier we fixed it where Bob took a lot of hits. The hundreds were meant to be going down when I shot my bullets. Yeah, it should be the other way round, shouldn't it? I think I've done it the wrong way round. Somewhere. It should go down to 0 and then one below it should go up to 9. I don't think we're ever going to need the 10s. 0, we want to return really. If it's not 0, we'll decrease it, store it, display it. Yeah, here's our problem. It needs to be the one below that gets set to 9. Obviously not with this one, because this would basically be our lowest form of our lowest unit. That should be load A9. So to reset cache 100 is to put it to 9. Very much harder than increment. That will probably work. So 1000 gets to 0. It shouldn't really set it to 9 though, should it? Maybe it's more easy. Maybe I'm making this too hard. Wait. No, this is what's wrong straight away. The first thing I do. It's tricky this. If I have a number, a score like that, the money, sorry, and then I knock 100 off, then I obviously just do that. But then at this point, if I want to knock another 100 off, what I want to end up with is 900. Yeah. So if cache 100 is 0, we need to somehow check if these are not 0, don't we? That's where it's more tricky than adding, I think. With adding, you're just adding. Yeah, so if I start us with 1000, let's just do that. $5,000, why not? It makes no difference. And the first thing I want to do is take 100 off it. It will be 0. To jump or call something here. We need to somehow decrease it, and obviously when we decrease that in that function, it will try and decrease that if it's 0. At that point, we need to be able to chain all that together, and if it still hasn't found a number that's above 0, we haven't got enough money. I suppose it probably is decrement 1000. and inside decrement 1000. I haven't set it up to 9 yet. Oh, that's why I probably had deck reset. And in here it'll have decrement 1000. Very difficult this. How can it know when you haven't got enough money? Maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe I can do that separately. When I'm buying it, I think I already am from memory. What was it? Damn it. Maybe it'll work. Might work. Feel like it might work. Let's try it. Oh, label not found. That'd be lovely if it works. It works. It looks like it works. Of course, it'll break now. Oh, I like that. Kind of like that. Just re-loops around. Ignore all that sound rubbish. I'll get rid of that soon. But that seems to work perfectly. I just have to make sure when I'm decreasing the cash that I have the right amount of money. Which with buying we already do that. So I just need to take that stuff out of the bullet code. The GG. Where's that sound coming from? I've forgotten. Get rid of that. When I get to the shop, by selection, space. It checks where the selector is when you press space. It checks you've got enough money. I remember testing this now, it does already work. We need a level 2 now, basically, so that after you've been to the shop, you go into level 2. I had an idea for a power-up earlier and I've completely forgotten it. Good one as well. Dual blasters would be quite a good one, wouldn't it? Maybe add that one another time, it would be very easy. I don't know how the game will perform with that. I think at the moment we've got a hell of a lot of stars as well, we can get rid of some of these. Go back to the original amount. Okay, cash is done. Don't need to decrease points. I wanted to come up with some concept of deciding if you've killed an entire row. One way I can think of doing that is when the wave starts, setting a bool to say like wave active, you know, has killed all wave equals yes. And then if one of these gets to the end of the screen, just set that bool to no. That might work. Cash bonus or something, it'd be called like there. Cash wave. Yeah, cash wave will do. This is basically where we start a wave. In fact, I've even got spawn first. And I remember having spawn last. I was jumping. Load A true. Cash wave A. So there we go. Every time it spawns the first enemy, that becomes true. And then we actually have a thing in the enemies. So we've done destroy enemy. Could just go in here. Why not? Right, so one very quick way I can think of doing it, although this would actually, I'd have to really come up with a way of not doing it on the first wave. But just before I set it to true here, I could check if it's true. and award the cash if it is still true at that point. In fact, we've set it to false for the first wave, so that should work perfectly. Well, we're just going to jump here by the looks of it. In the player, I'll just put, actually no, that's not unnecessary, that's unnecessary. I'll just call Z increment cash. There's 20 waves. You'd have to go some to kill them all. But even if you kill 10 of them, that'd be 1,000. Well, let's put that then. It's a bit generous, but they are quite hard to kill, all of them. So if it's true, increment cash. That's fine. That does it. And then we set it to true. I think that's the only way we can earn cash now, other than when you kill Bob. I've left us with the 5k to start, so that when we get to the shop we can test it, even if this doesn't work. I kind of remember already testing the shop and having it work earlier today. I don't think it went up. Oh yeah, it goes up when the next wave starts, of course. The cash is delayed. Oh, he killed me. I got away with it though. So I think I killed him just at the same time. Right, so let's buy nuke. Yep, it works. Buy some more lives. Shields. Lives. And then it doesn't let me buy the last life for that. Excellent. Excellent. It's pretty much working perfectly. That Bob fight doesn't seem, it's a bit buggy, but it's getting quite cold here. Boiling, yes. Do we need some other flight wave patterns? Oh yeah, I wanted to change that slot position as well. Like that. Guess it's time to try and do a second level now for this. I might as well restart it because I noticed it's not going to even do us a bottom wave. Started back at the beginning of the level now. Yeah, that's okay. It goes up on the second one. I got killed. Oh, it went up again there though. That was a problem. Now it won't. When you die, you're going to have to set that to false. When you restart the level, I should say. I'm not even using that. Should have done. They'll respawn. Right, well, that'll fix that little problem. It's a bloody hard game, though. Oh my god, they're using a smart bomb on them. Maybe make the smart bomb a bit better. Using shields against these suckers. Oh, that's too low. I don't like that. The middle needs to go back up. Raking the money in now. Maybe you could lose money if you don't kill them all. So it gives you an encouragement to try and actually hunt them down. I think they're almost impossible to kill them. I died. My nukes and my shields don't get reset either. I need a constant for them really, so you can know what you're going to get. Put it near the top. Lots of bullets. Yeah, I'm just doing that to make it easier for me while I try and play through debugging, to be honest. It's really hard to get to the end now, actually. Of course, I could just set shield active to true and it would never go false. Or it might, actually. I can't remember how I do the countdown. No, not as easy as dodging them cars in that other game. Nowhere near. I mean, maybe I should make the projectiles a bit bigger. Because I think, if I remember right, the collision box is only as high as the actual sprite, which is 2 pixels. I've already got fair start lives or not. I think that's in the UI. Stupid idiot I am. It doesn't like it if you put 2 constants. If I use a constant there and don't have it in the same file, I probably have to watch what order I Or do I exclude it? Anything else? Got money? Nah, leave the money. Quite a hassle, but it's a necessary one. Not very good naming convention here, what I've been using. Right, so I've added some finishing touches to the game before I finish there, tidying things up, making sure he respawns properly. Let's go and make level 2. I think I will just copy in level 1. Do all that to L2. In fact, I'll change everything that's got L1 to L2. Highlight and check for labels somehow in Visual Studio Code. Can you? Oh, give me a second. Shut my windows. Get breathing. Okay, that's better. That's interesting being able to hop around through labels in VS Code. I wonder whether we should start from like a higher number than 1. I think that would cause like a delay at the start of the level. Let's not bother for now. I mean, I could make extra waves really easily. It's just a case of adding them in this list, really, and maybe a few other routines. I'm more concerned with just getting it to work and then maybe chucking a different boss at the end. Get it working, then I'll add some more waves. All that's fine right now, except for it's just going to be the same as before. That's the problem. We could, for example, arrows are the stronger enemy. Could just do a lot more arrows. Start. Do nearly all arrows. I will be adding other enemy types and other patterns. And of course there'll be some rogue things that just come in from anywhere and start hunting you down. They'll be completely independent from. They might not be independent from it, they might still just be another wave. Or part of one of the other waves. But right now I'm only changing the sprite. And I want 1 to 12 all the arrows now. Funnily enough, that makes it even easier for us. Delete that. In level manager, we'll make sure level restart is going to work for us. I believe that it will already. So this was an example of good coding on my behalf for once, where it's actually just working for as I expected it to. Well, I say that before I even tested it, but it looks to me like that's already, it restarts one level, or any level. Interesting. Where does it refer to? Oh, what? I think at the moment it has no way of knowing. Oh, it's these names here. Them. So these are level specific right now, even though they're in level manager. So I need to now know what level I'm on. TIE fighter, good idea. Yeah, man. We'll be able to put loads more in there, to be honest, and lots more patterns as well. When I say loads, you know, maybe 3 or 4 sprites and another 2 or 3 patterns. That'll significantly add quite a lot of variety to the game. Especially if I then put in, say, asteroids that are just coming in at whatever angle they want, just randomly from wherever. Just random, just completely random. The way I'm thinking of this, because that is all fine. That's generic, but this is actually level specific. So I'm going to create another exact copy of that entire routine. I mean, just point it. Maybe. No, I like my way better. You've set the same VS Code, yeah? Brilliant, Moz. I mean, for me, it's just a tiny bit extra hassle, and I haven't had any good use out of it yet because I have to keep double clicking CSpec every time I build and run. whereas it used to just be one command line. But other than that, it is great. And I'm sure it will come in handy to step through the memory properly in that. Just at the moment, I just can't be bothered, you know. It's like when I used to debug in Unity, in Unreal, or even libgdx on Java or anything, it was so much easier. That you know, the UI for doing it and stuff. When I attempt it on this, I get a bit frustrated. But that stuff is being made by some sort of professionals, you know, a big team of professionals. Obviously, it's going to be better. But yeah, let's make it nice and easy. We're not going to have that many. I don't like L1. But yeah, level 1. Because otherwise, if I put update wave 1, it sounds sort of like the first wave. And I guess just have a flipping byte here to say current level. Just to call it 1. It is level 1. First one. I had to push pop. Compare to. I'm sure there's experienced programmers who look at that and cringe when I do stuff like this. You can use pointers instead, can't you? Just point to the correct level. But if you look, I've got all these routines that I've already started. You know, it works nicely. Why change it? Just to save, really. I'm having to copy that twice. That's all. Maybe not even that bottom bit. I think it's just this. And in fact, it's just this bit of this. Maybe I should have update wave here. Well, that's basically spawn enemies. Update wave. Do spawns. It makes more sense actually to have it there one time instead of having to remember to add it to each one of them. That's nice. Only got we've got to change these names. You've been generating white noise. Clever. I've been wondering about doing that. I was looking at that break into program guide. Good for you, Moz. I know exactly your feelings there. I don't even have a desk. If you saw my setup, you'd laugh your head off at me, telling you. But I'm used to it. Yeah, so in level 1, all these routines I'm just going to prefix with L1. Again, oh yeah, see that stuff is. So there has been some thought process put into this layout actually. And my thought process is still the same, which is good. Laptop, yeah. The only thing is with laptops is they are quite expensive for worse tech, worse sort of specs. I find I do get. I bought a laptop, but it was quite cheap, and I thought I could make do with it being slow, but I hardly ever use it now because of that. But the gaming laptops, I've heard, they go through the battery quite quick. You can get a Bluetooth keyboard for your tablet. I've actually done that before. Bought it off eBay for like $7.99, and then it wires in through Bluetooth. And you can get one with like a touchscreen mouse if you wanted it, or you can just use a Bluetooth mouse well, and it's almost like having a laptop. Because you can't really run VS Code on it. This is basically ready to go, isn't it? Hardly anything is duplicated here then. Because update wave is not very good naming there. But I know what it means, so I'm just going to leave. All we have to do to change the level is increment that, and then all that. There respawn. Oh, yeah, I bet it would be good. I'm going to need something similar to player respawn. Change that. Where was I? I just bloody closed that. Level restart. So wish I could split from here so I could not lose that. That'll work. Respawn. I'll do player spawn next level. Spawn in level. Now we don't want to reset hardly any of this. I'd love to be able to randomize the waves. I definitely think of a way of doing that soon. Level restart. Being a bit of a cop out, but I'm going to just copy that and call it level, next level. Right. Peak level. Purely so that I can call a different one of them. Could increment the level number here. I think next level was better actually. Normally in main, we've got begin game, begin shop, begin level 2. Already put it there. Have the waves. That sounds like a good point. That does sound simple when you say it like that. I don't know where the waves are now. They're kind of already in a table if you think about it. Because if I just use that as the pointer to the table, I need a constant to say how big a table is, or a bigger wave. That's the difference though, these are all different size waves and it didn't matter, the code just worked. The only convenient thing about that, having the labels. The table, it'd be quite difficult in a table to have different lengths, wouldn't it? Because if you notice, like for example here, I've got several 26s, but then these ones come in straight quickly. Yeah, it's only for another time. Because the waves are okay at the moment. I could live with them. If I suddenly found out the memory was nearly full, I'd be happy with them as they are, you know. I always forget what I'm doing when I get these many files. Oh yeah, that was it. So I've already started creating begin level 2. We will need a begin level 1 as well. Yes, we can just do cool increment level there. Level next level. That will in fact, there's no point trying to be too clever. In level 2, I may as well just set current level to 2. I don't think you can just do that though. Be A. Yeah. When we're in the shop, begin level 2, how do we do that? We don't, okay. I guess we need another one of these to say end, don't we? Exit. Then the exit string. Stop exit. Should just be exit string. I don't need more than one string called exit. That'll print the label there. Selector. Move down, we need to fix. And go all the way down to exit now. By selection. I think it's actually a jump we want to do there. A jump to main. I'll try a jump, but if we get problems, I'll have to try and remember to do a call and try that. Ah, of course. Now this will be fine for level 2, but eventually we're going to need stop, go to next level. That'll probably jump level 1. Let's do that. At this stage, the current level hasn't been incremented. That's going to be a problem though, pushing and popping with a jump. Okay. I don't need to just load it again. If we have more levels, we'll just do that. Yeah, definitely Moz. Exactly, mate. Exactly. And it's really easy to make the levels much longer. I could make them 16 minutes long if I wanted. And in fact, I'm doing a speed multiple of 4. I could then reduce that down to 1. So make a mega long levels, you know. Maybe I didn't take that 4 into account, so maybe the maximum level is about 4 minutes long. Still bloody long, 4 minutes. Obviously, if you die, it restarts you at the beginning of the level. It's a tough old game. Games were tough in the Spikie days, though, weren't they? They've said NES hard. They never played the Spectrum. I think I've just zoomed through and actually implemented this whole thing, though, in one. So we'll go to the shop. If your selector goes to exit, it goes to level 2 or the next level. Sounds good. Let's try it. Errors. Almost always errors. Label not found. I'm sure I made that level. Oh, I didn't include it. Yeah. To be fair, the only games I remember completing were Dizzy. And it's only because I was like 6 and I played them every time I got a spare second. Every time I was allowed to play it, I was playing it. The Dizzy I did. Spectrum games. I think that's roughly, honestly, about it. Maybe there was a few more. I had loads of them. I just got to include this bugger. Yeah. Alright, so I might cheat if I can't finish it. Like, should I just cheat anyway? I believe that if I set the shields true here, because there's true there, it'll never start this timer thing. I think I can't remember how I done the timer, but I believe it's something to do with when it actually activates it. So hopefully I will just have the shields on permanently. If not, I'll have to fiddle around with that shield time as well if I want to do that. It just means I can roll myself smoke instead of playing it, getting my ass kicked. Basically, oh, it's crashed. Oh dear, didn't expect that. That's one of my greatest fears, having it crash like that when I've changed so much. Level 1. Did it crash before it got to the main menu? Attic Attack, yeah, I've seen that. It's like a 3D game, isn't it? Yeah, you just get a well done. Okay, main menu works. Then it crashes. My best guess is it's something where I've done this level update loop. I don't really think this will help, but I'll try it. Just wonder what it's like in the internal one right now. That'll save me having to keep reopening it. Oh, it didn't crash. Maybe I've just fixed it then. So then I'll have a look at why that fixed it, if it did. And it has. Oh, it's running as quick as heck now. That seems, or maybe it's just because I played it in that other emulator a second. Let's quickly look at that then. So what I did was I moved this call. Why didn't it? If I just put it right underneath this, why does that not work? Very odd that. I'm kind of tempted just to highlight these out a sec. Comment them out. So it's immediately returning out instead. How can that not work? What's the difference? Is it this compare to thing? I'll see if it crashes in the internal one. It does. Can't really be bothered to look at why. That is interesting. Very, very odd. I'm quite surprised I've managed to fix that. See from my own eyes that it is fixed. Yeah. Right, so I was actually going to try and test out the shop and then going into level 2, wasn't I? Hopefully my shields are on. Yeah, I think they are. So I'm just going to sit down there and roll a smoke. I wonder how many enemies, not how many enemies, how many levels R-Type on the Spectrum has. Oh, the shield didn't last indefinitely. For now, let's just put... Because yeah, I know I could start a level later. But I wanna see the level through a few times again. Oops. Alright, we're gonna be all good now. I thought that worked quite well, just changing his colour for the shield. I kind of think he should have a gun when he shoots. The player has no way of really knowing where the bullet is. But of course, I don't have any space to draw for out, another sprite. Attic attack is some sort of genius worldy stuff, if you ask me as well. I don't know how they do that isometric view, but especially with no mathematic, no multiplication and dividing. So Bob, where are you? I don't know why I've got £6,000 money. Bug there somewhere. Getting near to Bob. Move to the next wave. Just Oh, here he is. Already. I put his hit points up to like 40. I did have a sound, so I knew I was hitting him. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, buying a nuke. Not letting me buy anything. Oh no, look, because it's on 0. Ah, there's another bug. I knew when I was making that money one that it was a small bug. Damn it. Oh, I can still go to exit. But hey. Oh, I didn't init the labels, but that's no big. They're all arrows now. This is good. Of course, we can have a different Bob at the end, different boss. Completely different. Brilliant. So, oh, it seems that by painting the star field, you have to do the labels again. Wave countdown. Oh, do you mean like just tells you how many waves you've had? Okay. Nice one, Micro. No worries, man. Have a good rest of your day. I found 2 bugs in there when I was playing it. One was a really nasty one. I remember what the other one was. One was about decreasing the cash and buying stuff from the shop. I think the decreased cash might be okay. Cheers, Micro. I'll be on tomorrow as well. Maybe another daytime one as well. Where is it? On an increment smart bomb. It's here somewhere. Shields. It's all the same. Yeah, we check. We actually want to check if that or any of the ones above it, not 0. That's the only problem. The only way I can think of doing it is having a routine jump to say check cash 10,000. Luckily there's only one to do there. If it was only 100, I'd have to check 2. Actually, Yeah, so luckily, because there's only one like a value above it, I'll jump to there and just return. And if not, I guess we have to make another label and jump back to that. Be a right cack-handed way of doing it, isn't it? That might work. But the only annoying thing is here, to check it, you've got to have exactly 10,000 or exactly 20,000. You know. I think they're all going to cost 1,000 as well, so copy it. Or just use it actually. No, I can't use it, it's jumping. Just wonder actually. If I return there, the Z flag will be Z still, won't it? So I could probably just do a return Z there. And if the Z flag is not Z, it'll continue to here. That's a new concept for me if that works. No, I haven't done that yet. If you notice, there's no compare. Well, the compare is there. And then I'm hoping it just returns straight back, so that needs to be cool. Let's just try it. Very confident about the level working now. So put that cheat off. Put that cheat on and this cheat off. And then back to where I was so I can remember where I was if it messes up. This. But that could save me. In the past I haven't thought of doing that. And I've ended up making like a whole bunch of labels to work around it. So far it's only shields. When Bob dies he's going to give me money. But definitely don't want that there. We want that. Oh, yes we do. The only thing is, when you die, I call that as well, when he kills you. So I'll have to change that later. But that's okay, he's going to give me 10k. What I want. Starts with nothing. Right, now if I just kill Bob only. No! No, I've got no money. Okay, restart. Smash, smash, smash. Too quick, that Bob stuff. Cool. We've got 10. Oh, we've got 2 grand. What's happening there? Thought he's giving us 10 grand. So I knew it worked when you had a multiple of 1,000. Well, let's score. God, where am I? Where am I giving us the cash? Fine. No way. Where did that 2 grand come from then? Oh God, I paused it. That's tiny though. I need to stretch it really. Can't read any of it. Zero cash. Try and see when it goes up. Oh, it's gone up 1,000 there. That's to do with the wave going up, I reckon. Oh, that 1,000k. Maybe I was looking at the score the whole time. Because I was pretty sure when Bob is live, it doesn't increment the waves anymore. That's what I should do there. Is Bob is alive. Don't increment timer. We need like a global boss alive. It kind of works fine. I guess when we increment the cache here, we can make sure Bob's not alive. Same thing applies there though, really. You have a global one. I'm gonna try comment that out. See whoever. That is the problem. This shouldn't be happening when the boss is there. And this will probably prove that that is the problem. If we don't get the cache now. Yeah, it was when the next wave was coming about. There we go. To be honest, we just need it there about the boss being alive. Thinking that what I'm going to just do is in the level manager. And then boss is alive. Unfortunately, it means I've got to set it twice. But what I mean is remember to unset it twice is what. To be honest, I don't think any of that needs to happen. How am I moving the boss a set yet? Not using level time. No, good. I really think we can actually lose the whole update method level when the boss is alive. Check he still works. Shouldn't get any cash. Kind of doubled up on myself because there's some sort of hacky code in the boss class as well. It stops the enemies from spawning. Come on, no money. Better wait as well. Looking good. So let's just have Bob give us 10 grand when he dies, and then I'll be able to do my test. I want to finish the level with exactly 10k. Oh, thanks, Moz. You're a superstar, man. You really are. And yes, 10k, look. But it doesn't let us buy. Oh, it lets us buy lives, though. That's weird. Oh, lives cost 1,000. Hang on. Oh, it only didn't let us buy shields because I got to max shields. So it did let us buy everything. I think only one of them allowed it. And then because it ticked it down to the 9, so I think I only changed one of them. And then I got waylaid with something else. Seems like the decrement cache did work. Like buying items that didn't. Increment smart bombs. Shields was one I did, wasn't it? Yeah, with this cool cash price thing. Okay, it worked well, I think. But I want to be able to see them both at the same time. Not sure. Oh, decrease life. Yes, it is. It's just that instead of that. That's looking good, but if you noticed, I've limited myself right down now to being everything has to be a multiple of 1,000. If I wanted to make it 100, it'd be quite a lot more complicated, I think. Or at least this would end up being more complicated. Sure. Let's just be happy with it the way it is. It's not bad. So the other zero is really just there for show. Which is one problem because I do give you 100 points for it. No, I suppose that's fine. Still collect 100, but you can't spend it on anything. I think it's ready. It'll run. Oh, did not want his money. Oh, sugar. Oh, I still got 10k. Okay, that'll do for now. And I know exactly why that is. Yeah, it worked. That's brilliant. I'm going to trust that it works on the others as well. Score goes up. Money goes up. Pretty much done, mate. Just need more waves, more sprites, a couple of special cases like asteroids. You know, things that you can't even kill, perhaps, like a missile. Have to dodge. At the moment, it's a bit easy still. Maybe put the lives, like the health up a little bit. Get the bullets down for us. That wave's maybe just too nasty though. It's really hard to. Suppose now, just let it be hard. Someone somewhere will probably be able to hit all them every time. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, it needs some polish. It needs some like pause when you die. I was holding space like that, and when it killed me, I just instantly started. You know, I only know that I died because I'm the developer. Cheers, Moz. You're a legend, man. We should make a Benny Hill game. Benny Hill after Spikie, chasing around. I don't know what I hate to think what he'd do when he gets older, you know. Yeah, thanks very much, Moz. I have to say, that was random. You get loads of money in this. Like, you can always afford to buy everything. I could make it just give them 10 for each enemy. You have to base it. It really gives you an incentive to kill the whole wave. So I'll try and lose all my lives. I'm not losing any lives all of a sudden. Something's gone wrong with that. And restart. Kill player. Definitely a niche market. Especially if the thing wearing stockings and suspenders is Spikie. That's basically how I picture the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've never seen it. That's how I picture it. Why is this not working? It looks like it should work. Maybe he's not set back to alive. Yes, he is. Put it on the dark web. That's kind of weird why it wasn't going down. I wonder if it's one of them twin slit things. Heisenbug. So I've got 5 lives, so it takes you down by 1. It doesn't though. Look, when he killed. Everything else happened. But forget that. That was Bob. I can sort that out. That's separate. When these kill you, right? Okay. But now, don't go down. It seems after level restart. That's it. Yeah. It only it both exists and doesn't exist at the same time. And only when you observe it does it not exist. Yeah, that's exactly it. I did change restart and next level, didn't I? Maybe I should fix that Bob thing first. In fact, no, what I'll do is, this is more caveman debugging. I'm just going to make sure I'm back at the start of the level, the first level. And I'm going to try and lose all my lives. And I've got a weird sneaky feeling that it's going to work okay before Bob enters this. And if not, at least I know it's nothing to do with the Bob. It seems to jump to that shop when we hit Bob. I actually think it might not work. Obviously, that one was. No, it doesn't work. Because I know what the problem is with Bob. It's because I'm calling kill boss from here when he kills us. And I need to do that because I want him to not be there when we start. But I'll just do destroy boss. Don't want to do any of that basically. That's good. That'll solve that problem. That's got nothing to do with the lives. Decrease lives. I wonder, does it keep getting decreased to 0 and does not? No, because here's where we decrease it. Yeah, close your eyes as you play. That's good. Just got I'm sure we tested this and it worked absolutely fine. So as long as player is alive, is true, it just get to here. Sets it to false. Not even quite sure why I've done that. Finger drawn of you. Dead. I just saw that. Ah, there we go. They will restart. I don't get it then. Work. Make a black ink black. I don't think it's that. Because it just doesn't put the life down the second time, even though just saw it was setting it to setting it back to alive. I see. That's brilliant. Quantum edition. Every bug is now a Heisenberg. Guess I could try putting a breakpoint here or something. Take the breakpoints from there. Oh, when I lose a life, it should hit the breakpoint. Didn't look like it did. Okay. For me to use that in any viable way, I'd have to have it about big. I have to change the whole way I do the stream. I'll have to flip between the windows. I wonder if you can get a plug-in for C-Spec. Produces that in a window all the time while you're playing. That's not very convenient if I'm going to be honest. It's really snazzy. I love how it works. It seems really good. But I can't actually read it. That smaller window. They're not losing lives. The only thing now. It was working the other day. I'm almost certain. But I went all. I couldn't remember going all the way to 0. I'm 100%. I've obviously knackered something up. Really slow. Everything else is increment, decrement, except for that. Let's do that. Let's change it to decrement. See all the places. Just one. Player kill. Yeah, but I don't think I've changed the code either. It's something else I've changed. Like the way that it's killing Spikie and then respawning. I've done something. It was a bit of a spider's web again of code. Just trying to track it logically. The way detect a collision. Full player kill. Yeah, I can't jump to that. Where it definitely calls player kill. I don't know what this little. Oh, that's where the error was. This is just so that it can't take 2 lives off you. Just wonder if I comment that out. I want to die several times. That's good. It only took 1. Ah, but it's some other problem that's causing it. I think I will put that back because there's no reason why it shouldn't be allowed to be there. It's just saying you can't kill someone that's already dead. It's supposed to take one life down straight away and then set your is alive to false. Fair kill. I've looked at this 10 times now. I'm just going to get rid of that, just in case somehow the value's getting set to 0 and we're not seeing that. And yes, I really just should have used a debugger for that, but maybe this is quicker and easier to do it like this. Especially when you can't even read the Z. Still don't work. That's eliminated that sort of idea, really. That just stops me going below 0, doesn't it? So player kill again. Looking at it. And then when the player's dead, this is crazy. Oh, my head. How many lives have we got here? Just do some really stupid test and put 7 and see if it only goes down once again. In fact, it will just go down to 6 and stay there, but oh, it's went to 4. Six. 4. Stays at 4. How insane. I guess I will probably just leave it here because I've got a really early morning start for something annoying tomorrow. It won't take too long. It's something that it'll be finished by midday. I'm not used to getting up early. I've got to get up and out early. So it is really odd, man. I'm obviously messing something up. Maybe Not putting a bracket around it or something when I'm supposed to. 9 references. I will quickly have one more quick browse of it before I go. It could be this bit I've just added, this decrement lives. No, I don't think it is. Ah, actually, there is a deck. It is bloody weird. Yeah, I'm a bit knackered. Tomorrow it'll probably be really easy to fix. I'll just get online and fix it, or do it off air, you know. Thanks very much for the bits, Moz. They're always helpful, man. But hopefully, as I start adding more, you know, we will get some more viewers. The longer I do it as well, I'll be able to structure it a bit better, but actually get a lot more done in the time I'm on. Yeah, it's all positive. It's all moving forward. If you ask me, it's going well. Are we back on? I think I might be back on tomorrow in the day. I'm certainly going to be doing some daytime coding, but whether I come online with it depends on how I feel. But thank you, Fractal. Thanks very much. And you, Moz. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, I've got an early start, so hopefully I'll feel good after that, and then I'll be on really early, but if not, definitely in the usual slot. Same as usual, really. Take it easy.